imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Mischa Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within. Okay, so this episode is to give you an update of what's happening with the podcast, some new creative ideas that I've had, and what I'm thinking in that regard, because I have been talking about changing the name of the podcast. So yes, I've been talking about changing the name of the podcast to Table Rush, because my new avatar, who's smart, by the way, thank you, Waylon, the way he framed that, go back and listen to the previous episode at the end. Oh my goodness, life is fun. I am so lucky to be able to do this and have fun. Thank you for listening. So, where did I end up with what was happening with the podcast? My idea was to just rename this existing podcast to Table Rush and do a rebrand of it, perhaps, and then people could see the journey with the podcast, so it wouldn't be starting a brand new podcast. And I have been doing these new interviews for Table Rush. So the Table Rush Masterclass is the Table Rush Masterclass, where we get back to the sales and marketing basics to help you get your company to $1 million and beyond. That's the new vision. And so I've got 4 interviews done as I record this episode right now, and as I have been doing some meditating and trying to align with Source as I co-create with the universe, co-create with God. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I won't be bashful with it, right? Like, I'm trying to co-create with God right now, people. So, one of the prayers I'm doing within that is, today I will make no decisions by myself. Today I will make no decisions by myself. I believe I've talked about this idea on a previous episode, but basically it just means I'm working very hard to be co-creating with God, my higher power, Source, the capital S inner self, the big self, not the egoic small self, and that. So trying to work from that space, it's been very effective, and some awareness I got in that regard strategically to move forward. Well, basically was this. It's like, well, gosh, if I rename the podcast, there's this RSS feed, and there's the original, the .com name of the thing that's tied to the RSS feed. This is all technobabble. Doesn't matter. What it means is that it keeps the original Bitch Slap, the accelerated path to peace moniker although that the title you would see might be different. When you click on the link, it's just old bitch slap stuff, which is cool and I love. And I was like, gosh, I'm going to need to recreate new intros and outros and the music and get new artwork for this rebranding. Excuse me. And I've got other stuff going on, and I actually don't even currently want to. I know how to find the who's to do it, but I don't even want to do that at the moment. And so I was like, at the same time, in the back of my mind, for a while, I've been wanting to create a YouTube channel because I'm like, I'm a personality on camera, and the people I interview show it. When you interview them on camera, you can see their personality, and that can be a fun way to see the content. So I've been very much wanting to start a YouTube channel, and I didn't necessarily just want to do like the Bitch Slap Podcast YouTube channel, or I wasn't inspired to. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, just go create the Bitch Slap the Table Rush Masterclass Podcast and channel, and then you're good to go. And it all came together really quick. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just went and created that channel in about 2 seconds, and I've already got 4 or so interviews I can start posting right away. Like, it's so easy. I don't have to create intros, outros, music, graphics, anything yet. I could literally just start posting the videos up there, the interviews, and get after it. And then I was like, hey, you know what a good idea is? And we'll see if this happens. By the time this episode comes out, perhaps this will be happening. But the YouTube masterclass I could literally just say something like this: if you want to hear more of my daily musings, go over to the Bitch Slap Accelerated Path to Peace podcast. Here's the link. And then on the podcast side, I could say, hey, if you want to see any of these interviews moving forward, if you would like to watch them instead of just listen to them, you can watch them over on the masterclass, on the Table Rush Masterclass YouTube channel. Jeez Louise. And I'm thinking like, yes, that's awesome. That's what I'm going to do. As I record this, that's what I'm going to do. Some people might think that's a great idea. Some people might think it's a bad idea. More will be revealed. Sometimes you just got to go for it. And that's the path of least resistance. And right now, that's what I need. Path of least resistance. And yes, that's the path of least resistance. And I am wanting to, my goal with this episode is to keep you engaged, to keep you abreast of the journey and what I'm thinking, so you can be along the ride with me on a more deeper level, right? Like, the shift is definitely going towards the business side of things, but fully bringing the spiritual message, co-creation with the universe, co-creating with God, all that stuff, all the spiritual tips and tricks that I do. So I'm super excited. That's where we're headed. And hopefully, if you want to watch an interview, go over to the Table Rush Masterclass YouTube channel. The link will be in this episode. Well, there we go. Now I've given myself a hard stop date, or a hard start date. What is that? And if you want to hear my daily musings, well, just stay on listening to the podcast. And by all means, do both. All right. Believe I've covered everything. Love to all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved one episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.